Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. Today, Juan Rivera, our pitching coach with Antonelli Baseball, is going to talk about Tommy John surgery. So Juan had Tommy John during his playing career, and a lot of players think that it's this really easy thing to come back from. Players think, oh yeah, I'll just get the surgery and I'll come back and I'll be throwing harder, and I throw 82 now and I'll come back throwing 92 and it's going to be awesome. And it doesn't always happen that way. Now, do some players come back and throw harder? Yeah, absolutely. They put in a ton of work, probably more work than they've ever put in before with regard to their arm. But I've seen tons of players that it doesn't happen that way. They come back and they don't have great feel. Maybe they throw harder, they don't have great feel. I've seen a lot of guys come back and they just never regain the velo that they had before. So it really depends. But let's hear Juan's story because, again, he's got firsthand knowledge. He's had the surgery and he's come back with it. So let's see what he has to say. Before we do that, though, today's video is powered by Triton. If you watch our stuff, you know that we wear tons of Triton gear and jerseys. They do an amazing job. Go check them out at custombaseballjerseys.com. Guys, don't forget to go over and check out Juan's Instagram page. He does an awesome job. He throws up so many great pitching, hitting, all types of different things over there that I think you guys will really, really enjoy and get a lot out of. All right, let's get into the video.
Hey, what's up, guys? Juan here of Antonelli Baseball. Today I want to talk about Tommy John surgery and does it make you throw harder? So I had Tommy John surgery January of 2007, and one of the questions that I get the most was, did you throw harder after getting the surgery? Yeah, duh, I definitely threw harder, but it wasn't the surgery that makes you throw harder, and that's the biggest misconception about Tommy John surgery, is people believe they can just have the surgery and then boom, automatically they're plus 3-4 miles an hour after having the surgery. It doesn't work like that, and to be honest with you, the vigorous work that you need to do in order to throw like that post-surgery is the type of work that a lot of people don't want to do. So you get the surgery, and then you have this laid out structure of rehab going through the next like 14 months. It's absolutely insane. And it's stressful and it's very rigorous on the body. And it's a lot of hard work. You really have to grind and you really have to get after it in order to get back into playing shape. If you were to do all of the requirements needed to get back onto the mound post-surgery without having to have the surgery, you would still have those plus 3-4 miles an hour. Maybe even more, to be honest with you. So I got surgery and I increased my fastball by about 4 to 5 miles an hour. It took me about 14 months to get back onto a mound, and then it took me about 18 months to really feel good. So like I said, I got the surgery January of 07, and it wasn't until June or July of 08 that I started feeling great, and I was doing these tryouts and playing summer ball, and I felt fantastic during that summer. I tell everybody, in terms of actual skill, and my showcase skill was better. I was a better baseball player. The one thing I did lose, I never got back, was command. And this surgery is something that I don't wish anybody to have. And when I hear just the sheer ignorance of people, or kids in particular, stating that they want to get the surgery because they want to throw harder, it just completely blows my mind. I get bamboozled over the whole thing. They don't really understand the work that's needed in order to get back to where you were. And then plus more in order if you want to be a little bit better. I'm not going to lie, it does bother me sometimes when people wish the surgery upon themselves because they don't get it. They don't understand the type of work that you need to put in. And it was a ton of work, and I was so strict and I was really anal about my rehab that I was able to get those plus 4 to 5 miles an hour. So I couldn't really imagine where I would be if I never had the surgery and still did those exercises leading up to the next 12 to 18 months of my life. If I were to do that as a fully healthy human being without a blown elbow, who knows what I could have been. Maybe it's not 4 to 5 miles an hour. Maybe it's 7 to 8 miles an hour. Maybe I'm there by doing all of these exercises and being so structured and so anal about everything that I do, from my forearm to my bicep to my tricep to the elbow, the shoulder, to the scapula, the shoulder blade, everything. You're moving and exercising all of these small little muscles and doing these exercises that I've never done in my life before until I had this surgery. If I was just taught these exercises prior to the surgery, instead of plus 4, 5, I'm plus 7, 8 miles an hour. And that's what people need to understand. They really need to understand that it's not the surgery itself that gets you those plus 4 or 5 miles an hour and make you a better thrower post-surgery. It's the work that you put into yourself and your body in order to get back onto the field that make you a better thrower. All in all, like I said, I do not wish the surgery on anybody. I hope that nobody has to go through it. The pain and the mental aspect of having the surgery is insane. And then having to do and be so meticulous with your rehab, it takes a strong-willed human being in order to do it. And I stated in one of my videos before that Tommy John actually gave me anxiety for the first time in my life. I never suffered through anxiety until I had the surgery and I touched the mound for the first time after surgery. Prior to January of 2007, I can hit a mound. I was incredibly confident in my ability to get outs, and the guy that's in front of me stood no chance to me. And then I get the surgery. I'll never forget my first game in college. I get on the mound, and I had this rush of anxiety that I never really felt before. Now I know it is anxiety. Back then, I had no idea. I didn't know what was going on. So I'm throwing the ball all over the place, couldn't find the strike zone, lost command of everything. I could never really regain command. I had to end up playing the outfield because I sucked on the mound. Even though I was a left-hander in the high 80s, I had no chance. Like, I just didn't have that mindset anymore every time I touched the mound. And it's something that I suffer through today. And it all stems from Tommy John. I've stated it before in videos. So don't wish the surgery upon yourself. Don't worry about what people say in terms of, oh, you get the surgery and you become a better player. Go find out and reach out to people who have had the surgery. Find out what were the exercises that they were doing within their rehab period and go do them. They'll make you stronger. They'll make you better. You'll throw harder. You'll become a better thrower, a better athlete overall, and a better baseball player. So that's my recommendation of anybody out there who is healthy watching this video. Go find somebody who's had Tommy John, and there's thousands of us out there. They're everywhere. You probably have somebody on your team who's had Tommy John surgery. Go seek out the exercises that they went through. What did they have to go through in order to get back onto the field? And go do it as a healthy body. I promise you'll be better.